definitely so excited about this. It has been a long time coming. Good morning. Kids are still sleeping. I've gotten really into sourdough the last couple months, and I'm enjoying it, loving it. I'm learning so many different bread recipes and ways that I can use my discard. But sometimes I get impatient with the process because sourdough is a process. That's kind of the cool thing about it. Except sometimes I allow my impatience to get the best of me, and 2 loaves, artisan loaves that I've had going since yesterday. One I baked. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't my best loaf. I'm learning. You can't be impatient. You gotta make sure you follow through with the process. Do the bulk fermentation. Don't cut corners. Anyways, I'm about to put a loaf in, so. Go ahead and make some French toast with some of the leftover bread, bad bread that I made yesterday. And here is the loaf that I made yesterday that wasn't the best, again, because I did not allow it to properly ferment and bulk rise and proof. And anyways, so it's a little bit more dense and not as light. You can tell by how much it did not rise. I'm going to cut this up, make some French toast. Artisan bread always has a thicker, tougher crust to cut through, and I'm needing a new bread knife. So that's why I'm struggling a little bit. Let's eat. Getting late. Later and later with our day, which means our day's just getting away with us, you know, from us, you know.
Look at this tongue drinking your water.
I wanted to show them. So, though I was told not to leave the garden, I ran away and was wandering about all day. It was in the city, and why I wasn't killed, I don't know. Such a time as I had, I frolicked in the park with dogs, sailed boats in the back bay with strange boys, dined with little Irish. A big snowfall came over the weekend, Wednesday today. Temperatures are rising a bit, so a lot of it's melting away. We don't get too much snow where we're at. We're in a little peninsula on the East Coast. After having breakfast together, doing some read alouds and a few of our lessons, we always head outside. With it being the winter, we're a lot more relaxed, and I let them sleep in a little bit longer. We head out here, feed our animals, and just enjoy some nature, because that is pure therapy for the soul. I am definitely so excited about this. It has been a long time coming. I recently found a farm match, like a food co-op farm match, where you find farms that use sustainable practices as they grow their food. Anyways, and they deliver to an area around me. So I just placed my very first order, so I'm really stoked about it. Let me tell you some of the things that I'm going to get next week on my very first order, as I'm just trying things out. If you're really curious, this is one of my favorite things: salmon cakes. So I just get a can of salmon and I mix some eggs and breadcrumbs with them and make them into patties, mashed potatoes. And then some of our sauerkraut just recently came to the place where it's nice and fermented, so we just opened up a jar of that. All together, wonderful. All right, I'm getting a few gallons of A2 organic grass-fed raw milk. Like, I'm really giddy about this, I guess. I don't know. And I'm also going to get some of it in the cream form. Kefir grains, stay tuned for that, because I'm going to be teaching myself how to take the kefir grains and make kefir, because we eat a lot of kefir in our house. I'm gonna get some ground beef. Also excited about this bone marrow, beef bone marrow, and also some pork lard, because I'm going to learn how to render my own lard, be using that for baking and cooking. That's good, a good source of animal fats. And then we eat so much maple syrup in our house, so I found a good way to get some organic maple syrup, a 1 gallon bucket. And I kind of did the math, and based on what I'm getting at currently at Walmart, that is not organic. It's pure maple syrup, it's just not organic. This is organic. I'm going to be saving myself some money, so yeah. Eek, I'm excited. I will show you probably in the next video or the video after what I got in my order and just how it all turned out. So I will go next week to a certain location, pick up all of these goodies. So as a homesteader beginning out, I'm learning to produce as much as I can myself at home. Here's one example: making our own vanilla extract. So in order to make vanilla extract, you simply need 2 ingredients: the vanilla beans and at least an 80 proof alcohol. Here I'm using vodka. We sliced the beans in the center to expose the insides, then we placed them in a jar and added the vodka. We did 6 beans per jar that held approximately 8 ounces each. We'll then set them on our shelf to infuse for a minimum of 8 weeks, more preferably longer, like 6 months. And that's a wrap for this week, guys. Remember, if you're interested in our journey of slow living, home education, learning as you go, homesteading, make sure to stick around and subscribe. And until next week, don't be afraid to keep things slow and simple.